Hi, it's Angie reporting again from Tijuana, Mexico. It's Wednesday, May the 28th, I believe. And yeah, Friday, I was going to leave on Friday the 30th, but I'm not. And in case you didn't know, I got here on May 5th. May 6th, I fell and fractured my knee. May 7th, an orthopedic surgeon came to look at the knee in the clinic where I'm at. And that was the Wednesday. And the Thursday, I let him know that I'll do the surgery. And the very next day, on the Friday, he did it. It's almost been 3 weeks since the surgery, and I'm healing really well. No more walkers, no more wheelchairs. I've been walking with a cane, and I can actually walk around my room with my brace on without the cane too. And that's it. And I sleep without the brace, so if I have to get up in the middle of the night, I just use my cane and no brace just to get to the washroom. So it's doing better. I've been stuck in this hotel until Friday, was it? No. Sunday just passed. Milo, my favorite bellboy, is that what you call them? He got to know me pretty good from having to give me wheelchair assistance back and forth to my room in the clinic. It's quite a walk to the clinic, even though it's in the same building. It's in the next building over, but you don't have to go outside to go there. You just kind of go through this hallway tunnel. But it's quite a walk from here. So I actually walk that myself now, but he had to do that a lot for me, and so did some of the people in the clinic. So I got to know him pretty good, so he started offering to take me sightseeing. So Sunday, he took me to the Tijuana beach. I didn't walk on the sand or go right down at the beach, but we were at the beach and walked along the street where there's all kinds of shops and little restaurants and stuff. And it was really nice. The first time I got to escape the hotel. And he's just such a nice guy. And then the next day on Monday, it was his day off. So he took me shopping to a Walmart of all things. But there's a nice plaza and mall there too. And it was nice because I've had people going to buy my food for me. Miguel was doing that. And I just kind of have to tell him, I guess I want this and this and that. But it's a lot nicer for me to be able to go and say, and pick out my own food in front of me, right? So I got to do that on Monday, just a couple days ago, because I do cook in my room. I have a hot pot. Today I made sweet potatoes, boiled them while I steamed cauliflower above them all at the same time. And what else? Today I had 4 adjustments like I usually do by Dr. Bergman. He's only here Wednesdays and Thursdays, but I have his other chiropractors who he's trained really well on the other days. I've had 2 sets of x-rays. The second one showed remarkable improvement. Tomorrow I'm going to be interviewing him, and I'm not sure what questions I'm going to ask him, but if you have any questions you want me to ask them, write them in the comments. I'm not going to necessarily ask them all, but you might give me some ideas about what you want to know from Dr. Bergman, the best chiropractor in North America, in my opinion, and I think I'm pretty close to being right about that. I haven't had such amazing results so quickly ever, but then again, I've never had 4 adjustments a day. Somebody in the group said, "Oh, I don't believe in 4 adjustments a day." Well, it's not a belief, it's not a religion, it's actual science, and it works. He does the x-rays after 30 adjustments to show the progress, and he said the best progress he's seen is when people have multiple adjustments in a day. And I waited 7 years to come here. It was a 5-hour flight, so I'm not going to go with one a day and for a couple weeks or even a month. That's not enough because I'm not going to be coming here all the time, but I sure do plan on coming back. This place is great. I have other videos to post that I haven't posted. I've been really, really busy. Sometimes I'm at the clinic for 9 hours, and when I get back here to my room, I'm just beat. And sometimes I just don't have any mental capacity to do any more, even though I've been doing a few videos that I will post, and I can update you on some of the other things. But sometimes I'll just go sit by the pool and have a snack or a drink or something because it's long days. One day last week I did I've been doing interviews. Like people interview me, and now I'm going to be interviewing Dr. Bergman. He did an interview with me 2 days after I broke my knee, and I hated it. I don't think it's on YouTube. It was on his website, but I don't know if it's still there. But I don't like it because I looked horrible that day and I felt horrible, and the camera guy pressured me to do it that day. It wasn't Dr. Bergman that did. I wanted to wait, but I did it and I looked horrible. So we're going to redo that tomorrow, and I was hoping, and Dr. Bergman thought it was a good idea, that we'll do it tomorrow and then show a flashback of 3 weeks ago when I fell, 2 days after, compared to now, because it's like night and day. I mean, I was just not in a good way then. I hadn't slept, I hadn't eaten, I looked all white and pale, and it was bad. But I've done an interview with a doctor that gave me a lot of information about the dental clinic here, and one with another doctor that we talked a lot about the other services or the other treatments you can get is IV treatments and hyperbaric chamber, which I did. I did the hyperbaric chamber. It was quite amazing. I would like to do it again before I leave. You sit in this room with 3 chairs. I was in it by myself this time though. And they lock the doors, and then you hear this loud noise going on because it's the chamber filling up with oxygen, high density or high potency oxygen. And it's very relaxing. It makes your ears pop just a little bit, like if you're in an airplane or something. Not a lot, but I slept in there and I didn't have any desire to get on my phone or do Facebook or anything like that. It was just really relaxing, and I felt really good after. It's supposed to be really healing. And then I did the red light therapy bed a couple days ago, and I have to say, for me, it was not the best thing. Not that the red light hurt me. It was just that you lay on this solid plate of glass and then it closes in on you, so you have red light 360 degrees all around you. But I could feel my lower back when I was laying in there. I thought, this isn't good for my back. I can tell. You can get out of there. There's like a button that you can push if you want it to open and get out, but I paid for the whole half hour, and I thought, I'm sure I can manage this. I'll just bear it. I had a little rolled up towel under my knees, but my lower back needed something like that, and boy, was I ever stiff after that, and I was still suffering from it today. That was, I guess Monday, yeah. And then after that, I might have had one adjustment because it was later in the day, so I just had one more. The next day, I was so stiff I couldn't stand up straight. I was kind of walking crooked, sideways a little bit, and I was disappointed because I'd come a long way and was walking really well, considering I have a brace on my leg. And I was disappointed. But after 4 adjustments that day, it felt way better. But then today, the next day, I was really stiff, just kind of going up the center of my back. And I feel like it set me back. But Dr. Bergman did 4 adjustments on me today, and it feels a whole lot better. And I'm not saying it's not a good thing to do that, but if you can't lay on a hard surface for a little while, with no pillows or anything, just maybe a little bit something under your knees, then it's probably not the best thing. So I brought my red light torch, which I'll show you how I've been using it, and boy, does it ever work. Because I had this burning pain in the center of my right glute during the night. It was keeping me awake. So I did one treatment on that for 5 minutes, and the pain's gone. I haven't felt it since. I'm not saying I don't have some other pains, and I did some of them too. I treated my knee that I fractured, and a couple other spots, and it's doing good. Dr. Bergman was really working on my knee today for one of the adjustments. He really bent it a lot, and I could really feel it, and it felt uncomfortable. It didn't really hurt, but it felt uncomfortable. But he only did that once today. He likes to cause local inflammation. Systemic inflammation is a bad thing, and especially if it's chronic and it keeps on going. But local inflammation is what he causes on purpose when he does adjustments, and he did that to my knee too. And that's how we heal. To bring inflammation to an area, that's how we heal. So I did that, so my knee's my knee never hurts. my right leg might hurt, or my right side of my back, or my another part of my back, or something like that, or my glutes sometimes. But that's, he said, is probably more likely, like more than likely, because of the way I'm walking, because this knee, I'm favoring that knee, so it just throws kind of things off of balance, and it makes other parts of me a little uncomfortable sometimes. Right now I'm feeling really good. After I sit for a while, I get really stiff, and sleeping is the hardest thing. This is not the best bed. It's kind of hard. Um, they're called pillow top beds, but it's nothing like mine. I have a really nice pillow top bed at home, and that's about the only thing I miss about home is my bed, because I love it here. Today's cloudy, overcast, rainy, but I don't care because I haven't been able to go outside today. I was too busy at the clinic. But tomorrow might be nicer. But the weather here is just perfect for me. It's never been hot or overbearingly hot or humid. Often it's just around 20 degrees, which is around 70 Fahrenheit, 20 Celsius. So I love that about it. I know I'm going to come back at some point. I don't know when exactly, but I know I am. And November keeps coming up in my mind, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. Tomorrow, Dr. Bergman is going to have all of my adjustments recorded. I had one recorded that I still didn't post. I'm sorry, but I will. I'll try to do it tonight. But he's going to record all 4 of them, because I need a chiropractor to continue the same treatment, because some of my injuries, he calls them injuries or trauma to my spine and my neck, he said are 30 years old. So you don't fix that in a month. So I need someone that can carry on the same treatment. It's going to be, I don't know how easily that's going to happen, but he's just so different than everybody else. I'm going to post some stuff about him tonight, about where he trained and why he's such a master. He was trained by masters, and it's not a typical chiropractic school, and he took a lot more than just chiropractic. He was teaching in human anatomy and dissection off and on for 8 years, and all kinds of things. I'll have a list. I'm going to post it about all of his qualifications and everything that kind of makes him unique and different than others, because he is very unique, very different than others. I've been watching him for 9 years, and I've been waiting for 7 years. Well, probably all 9 years. I wished I could go to him, but especially the last 7 years. That's when I got it set in my mind. I am going to meet Dr. Bergman someday. I just am. And I told Terry that. He didn't quite believe me, but I knew I would. And part of the reason I didn't come sooner was money. I had to save up for this. It's a big expense, but what could be a better investment than your health, right? So while some people are driving around new vehicles, I'm driving a 2010 Subaru, and I don't spend a lot of money other than investing in my health. I have a couple awesome vibration platforms, and a sauna blanket, and a foot massager, and lots of supplements, that's for sure, and red light therapy things, and barefoot shoes. I could go on, but those are the things I like to invest in my health, because I need help with my health. And I don't really know anybody that doesn't have some sort of health issue, but I have some skeletal issues, I'll say, and back issues that have been going on for a long time. Like he said, it looks like you've had whiplash, and I did, but I was only 22, long time ago when I had that. And he'd look at something else on my spine and say, this is a 30-year-old thing, 30-year-old trauma right here, and down here, this one's at least even older. Like, he can tell how old they are just by looking at them. He is remarkable. And I've watched him work on other patients, and that's what he has, is patience. He's patient and understanding and kind and funny, and I've never met anyone quite like him. He's about one of the most phenomenal, remarkable men I've ever met, or woman. So anyway, I think I'll cut it off now unless I can think of something else. There's a lot to catch up on. I meant to kind of do videos more often, but I get exhausted. Like I said, by the end of the day, sometimes I just need to chill. And I just don't want to do any more of this stuff. And I get into the group when I can. I'm not in the group as much. I'm not posting as much, but I have some really great things I want to post, and I will try to do some of that tonight. I'm going to try to stay in tonight and get some of that done because tomorrow's another big day. And then tomorrow night, don't expect to see me around because I'm going to go sit by the pool. They emptied the water out of the pool a couple days ago, and I don't quite understand why, but they're putting it back in, and it's back in service tomorrow. It's rainy and cloudy and crappy out today anyway, so I don't really care. Milo said he's taking me to another beach on Monday. He has Mondays off, so Monday, and when John Bergman's not there, I'm going to get into the clinic as early as I can and get about 3 adjustments in instead of 4 that day, and then take off to the better beach. It's called Rosalita Beach, something like that, Rosa something, and it's about an hour or so away, but that's a beautiful beach where you can swim and it's nice. The beach here in Tijuana isn't, it's too industrialized down there, so it's quite polluted. Not many people go in the water. I saw some people in the water, but most people know enough not to swim in that water. But it's still nice down there. I liked getting out of this hotel. Luckily, this hotel has everything you need pretty much, and I get people that go across the road for me and get a sandwich or a burrito or something like that at lunchtime often. Today I had a longer lunchtime, so I came to my room and cooked. But I do eat out more than I ever do at home. I never get takeout. I never go pick up a sandwich or anything at any place. I just don't do that. I just go to restaurants very, very occasionally for maybe a family birthday or a group of friends getting together. But I avoid restaurants like the plague. Life is gonna be different when I get home. Getting back into my routine of eating at home, which I don't mind. Here I don't even have a kitchen, so it's hard to just live out of a hot pot and a kettle and a blender all the time, especially when you have a broken knee, right? Right now I'm getting around better and I could cook more in my room, but I do, but not as much as I had planned, but it is what it is because it's just a lot. I have a long day at the clinic, and then when I come home, I don't feel like messing around too much. Sometimes I'll just go down to the hotel restaurant and get some wings or something. I get baked wings, not deep fried ones. So I'll let you go now. I asked Milo, my favorite bellboy, if that's, tell me what you call these guys, because bellhop, bellboy, or some other name you can call them. But when he picks me up and takes me to the beach, he looks like a normal person with shorts and a tank top. And when he's working here, when I saw him yesterday, I said, I hardly recognize you. And he said, I look like a movie star, because they put them in pretty much tuxedos. They have really good service here. When you come to the front door of this hotel, somebody opens the door for you. You don't open your own doors or anything here. It's pretty nice. I like it here. I haven't gone in the sauna or the whirlpool or had any massage or anything, and I think I better. I only have a few days, like 9 days left here, and I hate to say that I'm coming home, but I do need to get home. So I'll try to do some more of that this week, and I'll watch from my videos and some more posts coming up, because there's some really good ones, especially if you're interested in knowing more about this clinic and what goes on here. And the dental services here I think are pretty remarkable. On Saturday morning I have to go get a couple fillings, but they do ceramic fillings. I never heard of that before. So that's what I'll be doing Saturday morning instead of going to the hotel buffet, which I only went to once. It was on Sunday I went. Oh my. Maybe it was Saturday. It was Saturday. It was the best buffet I've ever been to. I went at, I guess on the weekends it goes longer till like 4 o'clock. 9, they start at 7 in the morning. And they have a lot more variety on the weekend. And I got there at 9 a.m. I just skipped the breakfast table. I don't eat pancakes, waffles, and things like that. Although they will make your waffles and make your omelets the way you want them. I headed straight for the hot table and had some beef stir fry and that type of stuff that most people would have for lunch or dinner. Then I went to the fruit table and had a bunch of watermelon and berries and stuff. And then I went to the salad table and made the most amazing salad I've ever had because they have so many great things you can put on them. Yes, it was a great, great thing. That buffet is maybe the best buffet I've ever been to. I don't know, but it sure was good. So anyway, I'm signing off. Thanks for watching. Watch for more videos if you're interested, and we'll see you again from Tijuana, Mexico.